is Zhashkiv?
10 souls came to us where I would never live in Zhashkiv, and we moved to Zhashkiv. Here they are thrown into these games.
The main thing is to protect your teeth.
That's a tricky question.
There's hobby horsing and you say hobby multiply.
No, that would be action, yes. This is real action.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you tell us a little about yourself, who you are, where you're from, what you do?
My name is Olena. Well, in life, I'm probably more known as Aliona. I'm from Kyiv. I've lived there all my life, in Sviatoshino. I was involved in many ministries there, but mostly I think my heart was in the Chernobyl zone. My husband and I were there, and our daughter was born. So, in a way, she also became a Chernobyl child because we spent a lot of time there. Well, and with the war, our plans completely changed. Not just the plans, everything changed, yes. And we moved to Zhashkiv, which is in the Cherkasy region. So we didn't know anyone there. And we started looking for a church because we realized that for now we would be there. So we found a church and joined it.
If we talk about the Multiply School Season 1.0, right, so why did you decide to come to the training at all?
Why did you...
I remember this episode.
Perhaps one of the motivations was that for me it was a new team and new people. And I understood that we didn't have a common foundation on which we could base our ministry. And maybe that's why my friend with whom I started and led the ministry, and I wanted to have a foundation from which we could move forward together in the same direction. And so, yes, she sent me an ad, just one of many. But I understood that it was very difficult for her to get time off from work. She works as a doctor. But there's always hope, you know? And then one Saturday, we were also having a discussion, and we're standing there, and then she says, Aliona, I think I'll give it a try. And then we'll see how it goes. Well, because it's a very cool new training, and in principle, it's great when you're with your team and you have a shared vision, a shared understanding, and you know that each of you has heard this and you're moving in the same direction, because one person hears one thing, another hears something else, and everyone has their own different idea. And it's very difficult to arrive at a single common foundation, purpose, goal, vision. But when there is something in common and you can build from that, it's it's a completely different result.
And probably, what do you think, if only one of you had gone to this training?
Different effect.
Not at all.
The more you have a shared vision and you can build on what you've heard together. Because one person can come and say, this and that, you know, I heard this, I heard that. Well, you heard it, great, okay, good, But not everyone has that passion, and it really should be, in everyone.
Cool. So now it's been 2 years, right? Almost since the training?
Yes, we were in the first group, and this is already the third one. And this is probably not probably, but 100% Zina and I, maybe on the third day, when we had fully adapted, we realized that this was our probably a big dream, which was a bit unattainable for our whole team, our teenagers, to come.
Okay.
And maybe it's possible with these, it's been almost 2 years. That we want them to be here.
And how many people is that?
It's 10 souls, as our friend said. 10 souls came with us. It's just the best, I don't know, it's just like this and even more.
And speaking of which, so they are just starting their training now?
You're thinking today is their second or third, we realized.
Okay. And speaking of expectations for this team, did you pray about what you wanted them to achieve, perhaps? Or do you already see what you can achieve as a team?
Perhaps one of the passions is for them to see a different world, to break away from where they are, so that each of them understands that they can serve and know how to serve. You just have to take it and step out of your comfort zone. Many of them, have life stories that are, not that they're very difficult, but almost each of them has their own struggle. And even yesterday, when they started getting to know each other, I understood subconsciously that many of them have these moments, but really, and I'm looking, and for sure, it's there in them. It is. And I'm very glad that one says, Aliona, I can't, I'm going to run away somewhere now. I say, I know, I ran away too, but we'll do it together. I say, and so perhaps I want them to understand that they know how. And really, God gave them such talents, and I just want them to see them.
To show them, right?
Yes, and understood that, yes, I can serve. and I'm no worse than others. And it's just, well, I don't know, it's probably just a dream come true, so I'm just very, very happy that they're all here.
If we talk about what you said, it was like before the Go Play Academy, like version, as they say, 1.0, and today you were at the turn that is between the first and the third, and today is already the third. What changes have happened in the ministry on the ground, that is in your church or in your team?
There definitely are, at least in the fact that Zanuzia and I already have one vision, one understanding. We changed a lot in the youth ministry. We did a lot to make it more interesting. The format has changed in general. We select topics, we set goals, just as Serhii Moskovko also said. And it really works when there is a vision for the future. Relationships in the team are the main thing. Especially when you work with teenagers, you just have to build relationships with them. And the more you encourage them to do something, the more they're afraid to do it. Even when we started putting on Christmas and Easter plays, no, what are you talking about? No, 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 no. But when they cross that barrier of theirs, they are so pleased with themselves for doing it, and they want more, and they start to grow. It's the same with camps. No, where? No. But then when you, I don't know, just see what's inside them, and you encourage them, they say no, but you say you can do it. And when we did the camps, afterwards they were like, wow! And it just gives them wings and inspires them first and foremost. And Go Play is just such a powerful thing that I guess gives you the strength and motivation to build up others. I don't know, I've been to many trainings really, but here it's designed to have minimal theory. It's there, but it's minimal, and everything is so practical. You're just thrown into the sea and you get out of your comfort zone. But it's powerful, it's very cool.
So this practice, you mean with the teenagers you have. So you put them into practice, you mean you put them into practice right away, and then they're afraid, but they try, they realize they can do it, they get inspired and are ready to serve and work further.
Just like yesterday, with all the games, they're all standing there, looking around like, where? But I understand that here they're thrown into these games. They try to approach someone and give them this candy, they're afraid, but they do it anyway, and then they stand there pleased, shaking, but pleased.
Tell me about a special moment you still remember from your first multiply school. Maybe with a smile, maybe with tears, but you still remember it.
Oh God, it would be so great if they were all here. That's probably the realization that I 100% want them to be here, to hear this, to feel this, and to understand what a powerful force they can be, but together with God. And what was an even bigger realization for me, perhaps, was how important, again, relationships are and how important it is to give back. And the speakers here are also very cool. They're just unreal. That's another big plus, a like and a heart, totally.
I'd really like to do something. I'm going to say a sentence and you'll finish it. If your ministry were a movie, what would its title be?
Oh, action, probably.
That's a genre, that's a genre.
God has a sense of humor. I don't know how right that is, but it's just,
that's great.
But God just puts you in circumstances where you would never have thought you'd be there, that it would happen like that. And yes, I haven't mentioned this before. My husband is from Zhashkiv, where we live now. And once we were talking and I said, I'll never in my life live in Zhashkiv. I mean, I said, don't even mention it, suggest something else.
What is Zhashkiv?
What's Zhashkiv? I'm being offered Kiev. You know, God has a sense of humor because he clearly showed that at this moment in time, we have to be here.
That's cool.
God's plan, in fact, did not align with my own personal vision or expectations at all, not even in the slightest. But when he shows his plans, you realize that, well, it's much more incredible, it's a much better puzzle.
That would be an action movie, right?
It's a real action movie.
And if Multiply were a sport, what would it look like, or what name would it have? There's hobby horsing, you could say hobby multiply.
But it's like Rugby 5.
Rugby 5.
It's when you need to approach, grab it, but what to do with it? It seems scary. But no, you know you have to do it, so you run out and grab it.
Cool. When God trains me, I feel it.
Why? At first. Then what am I supposed to do with all this?
If we could talk to ourselves from the first season, we would tell ourselves, based on the experience we already have,
I would say you're definitely doing the right thing. You definitely shouldn't be afraid. I know you're scared, but by going through this, you become stronger.
Cool. So it turns out that usually when we're facing something new, there's this feeling We have this fear, right, of the new. We don't know what it is, if it will be necessary, if I'm not just wasting my time, right? It's just a lack of courage, isn't it?
Courage, yes.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It was nice talking to you.
Super.